The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's why that guy plays DB and not wide receiver. DBs generally don't have as good of hands as wide receivers. That ball should have been picked off on 3rd down. Come on, man. That could have been a pick 6.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Swings it out to his running back. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He has the first and still on his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Toss sweep to the right. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Intercepted deep in his own end. Take good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground with the counter. Runs through a tackle. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick completion to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
It's first down from the 11. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He's got it on the run. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Snags it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's in open space downfield. Gets it past the marker. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Tight end now in motion. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Gonzalez. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hooks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their history that know how to get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time plays.
Throws to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wideout level noise. Oh, better look out. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Flying down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for space. It's Martin. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Gives it on the option. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short, and what do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. There he goes! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Now from inside the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The give to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
The AT unit on the field. And And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Pressure coming. Caught. Close to the marker. It's Tate. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads it left. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Quick handoff. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to listen. O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Cook. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got away. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Sweet cut there. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Hands it off. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right back to him on the ground. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He'll take the deep shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Pulls it in. It's Tate. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit.
Turning it on! They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Hansen. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker here. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll send the tight end in motion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes the grab. It's Hansen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This is a running back, man, that just finds a way to get it done. Critical 4th down. Everyone thinking they're going to throw the football, but they hand it off to him, and he helps keep this drive alive.
Sends it back in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Saunders. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to him. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because...
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. This quarterback part of their running game. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
First down for the offense.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. They're going to test the right side with this one. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. 4th down coming.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Punt is on its way. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.